Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Eddie Marcus once again on this early Sunday morning, about almost 12:30 a.m. Was trying to sleep, heard something leaking. Found out my bathtub had overflowed and water was leaking through. Man, got me going. But I guess something's good comes from everything. In fact, had I been sleeping in the bed, I wouldn't have heard it. And the reason I wasn't sleeping in the bed is because my significant others got some strange reason about always watching these shows about wedding dresses. I'm sure many of you women are familiar with that. I don't know what it is about these wedding dresses. But anyway, I decided to go into the den and listen to something else. And later on, I was blessed to catch that water. Wouldn't have heard it before. And so, having done that, that was a good blessing. Here I am now wanting to speak to you on the subject matter, the God in you. Isn't it amazing? You've spent your whole life hearing people talk about God, the God of this and the God of that, the God in heaven, the God in hell, God somewhere, God somewhere. But how often have you heard about the God in you? I'm sure you've heard about it now. You just haven't heard about it that much. So I want to take a moment to tell you about that God that is in you. That God that is in you, whether you know it or not, was significant in playing a part, playing a major role in the creation of this earth. Man, that God is in you. That God, my friends, in you made you. You are who you are because of the God that made you. That is the reason you exist. God brought you here. And for some strange reason, that God is responsible for all of your needs, all of your wants, and all of your desires, and is prepared for them. That God is a loving God that's in you, cares about you. A lot of you don't know it because you've always heard a different story. You've heard about that other God. You know, I was thinking about the insurrection of January 6th. How many people were there responding to the voice, to the master voice? Come on out. Let's do some evil. The master voice of evil in America at that time. Called all the ugliness that's out there in people, and they came together. They came together, and they did exactly what they were instructed to do. And that evil, because that evil is a privileged American, a privileged person, privileged by color, privileged by wealth, is it still out walking around free, instructing others in more evil, in the real evil. That just brought the people together on a particular day to show the country how evil the nation really is. But it set the mold for the states to start doing evil activity, to express an evil act all over the state, all over the nation, affecting all of the people that they expect to affect. Wow, evil is something else, isn't it? And today, when they were going to have a special rally in support of the insurrectionists, the voices had already spoken. So they didn't need to speak again, and they didn't speak again. And so the most major people that came out today were people to come out and see what ugliness was they going to display today. And ladies and gentlemen, the media was there in mass to share with the nation and the world all of the ugliness that they could possibly anticipate. Now, check this out how the system works. Now they consider this a good thing to do, to let you know what's going on, knowing that it's going to feed into that tension and they can get some more feeding. But a message where I can talk to you about the God in you and you, my friends, not knowing it. And so you're allowing the self, because you got choice, to destroy you. And the God in you permits you to have that choice, not to force God on you, because God is God. Tried that once, angels, and they created problems. So now the choice is yours. You can be a builder of hell, you can be a builder of heaven. And the most magnificent thing is knowing what hell is like, because we are getting a chance to experience in our day and our time, not what we read in books, because not always can that message be true, or is it? But we're living in our own times when we can see and hear, think with our own minds about actually what's going on. And we can see it. And our imagination seems sometimes not allow us to imagine the goodness of the God that's in us. That God that says that you can have peace, prosperity, and freedom, and joy in your life and the fulfillment of your dreams. That joy, that God that says you'll never have to worry about food again. You'll never have to worry about clothing or shelter or education or healthcare or transportation or infrastructure or anything that you can imagine. Not only can we have a few people going to the space to play, we can have it set up so many of you who want to go to space to play can go to space to play. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you about a God in you that makes it possible that if you changed your mind today, tomorrow you can begin. Let me back that up. If you change your mind today, heaven can begin today. Tomorrow seems to always never get here. But change your mind today and you can begin your heaven today. You can actually begin your heaven today. And that means just exactly what I said. Just exactly what I said. And I'm not just talking about here in America. I'm talking about people in Mexico, people in Central America, people in Haiti, people in Cuba, people in Guatemala, people in other parts of Africa, people in Asia, people everywhere. Golly, ladies and gentlemen, to live according to the systems, the dictates of men, and the systems that we experience every day, have pain and suffering and people going through all kinds of changes just for the benefit of a few. And the world says it's okay. The people who are suffering, they're not saying it's okay, but they don't know what to do. They don't have any power. The power that is oppressing them controls everything. The media, nobody is here telling. They were there in Washington, D.C., ready to tell you every ugly thing. I'm telling you about the beauty of life that can begin today. You think someone is going to tell you? You're not going to even tell anyone. You hear this. You're not going to tell anyone. You're going to say this is a dream. But I say, ladies and gentlemen, it might be a dream, but this is where life begins, with a dream. And that dream begins with you, every last one of you, having the kind of career in this life that you want. You are here, there's something special for you, something that you are about, something that is your mark. That's what you came into this earth to lead, your mark. And that mark comes from the God that's in you. And it allows everything to connect together. So the lying and cheating and the stealing and the con and the hating and the racism and the bigotry can go straight to hell and be burned up. But you got to say that's what you wanted to do. You want the lies to go. You want the cheating to go. You want the stealing to go. You want the hatred to go, the racism, the bigotry. You want it to go. And you want the love to flow. That's a change you got to make. That's a change that you got to make. And the moment you make it, it will be made. And the God that's in you, that is the creator of the earth, not only you, but would be the creator of paradise right here on this earth. Now, tell the news media about this. See if anybody is interested. See if you're interested by doing something. I want to thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Have a good Sunday. Goodbye.